loud with me. I don't care who you are. If you get loud with me, the bottle getting popped. Because your punch wasn't shit, homie.
Hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey fam, we are back with another episode of Bad Boys LA. Recapping the fights from the first night, a lot of alcohol in the eyes and a couple of contusions across the forehead. No harm, no foul. The following day, Moolah and Curtis are chopping it up about the day before. Moolah is doing a little damage control, blaming all his actions on the alcohol. Dude will not let go of his curiosity about Kerrion, says he was playing around on the Sprinter, so wanted to know where he was coming from. What's up, Moolah? Kerrion making you feel a little tingly in your jingly bits? Bruh is clearly living rent-free in your head. Curtis plays Chester to Moolah's Spike and tells him that he was right to ask, cause you can't have folks playing around you. But they took it wrong, like we're against the whole gay community. Moolah says that he wasn't trying to embarrass Kerrion, he just wanted to know. My question is, what makes this dude think that anyone owes him that? Then he implies that Kerrion had the rest of the group thinking that he and Curtis don't like the gay community. Y'all making New York look bad, bruh. Stand on your square. You felt like you could punk dude out and he wasn't playing your game. And Curtis, you just looking like a follower. Milan strolls up and Curtis whines that he thought Milan was wrong for swinging on him. He's not wrong. Milan should have stayed out of it. Well, still, beta's gonna beta. Moolah jumps on the bandwagon, but Milan calls them both on their BS, trying to force Kerrion to discuss his sexual orientation when maybe he's not ready to do that. Then they're gonna make him choose what team he's on? Milan told Moolah that his behavior was discriminatory, and it really bothered him because he and Moolah broke bread together and Moolah thought better of him. Of course, Moolah doesn't think he did anything wrong because he deserves to know who's who and what's what. Dude's a mook. Milan told him that he's a bully, but Moolah said that most gay people he knows doesn't have a reason to hide it. Milan tried to tell dude that what he doesn't get is even in this day and age, being openly gay can be dangerous. But Moolah doesn't think he was putting on that type of energy. It was Kerrion that was flexing, and he brought it on himself. Moolah then reaches into his bag of safe words and assures Milan that he doesn't have a problem with the gay community and that he should have worded things differently. I guess when you can only hear yourself talking, you don't notice that you're tone deaf. He again leans on the alcohol as the culprit for him being sloppy. Moolah apologizes for offending Milan, but Milan immediately pulls his card and tells him to slide that apology to the person that he actually offended. Then Chester decides to chime in and say that Milan owes him an apology for punching him in the face. Milan acknowledges that he overstepped, but made it clear that Curtis should have stayed out of the issue in the first place. Curtis takes his turn saying that they don't have an issue with the gay community, then they need to get a boxing match on so he can get his fair one. Lil man, I know you trying to save face, but me thinks you are barking up the wrong tree. Kerrion, Gully, and Relly are chatting it up on the balcony. Rel and Gutta are checking in with Kerrion to see if he's good, and he says that there will have to be a sit-down between Spike and Chester. Relly, catching a vibe from Gutta, asks why he needs to be there, and Gutta blushes through an explanation of not wanting Kerrion to ride dolo with these knuckleheads. Quite the perceptive Relly asks if something is going on between them, but Kerrion says it's just them working on music. But Gutta bounces like a blushing bride. Redirecting the subject, Gutta says that Moolah was out of pocket questioning anyone's sexuality and wondered if his curiosity is because he's on the D out. Kerrion agrees that asking over and over and over again makes Moolah suspect. Rel relates the experience to William doing a whole lot of talking but nothing to back it up. Hold up, just look at this foolishness.
I thought, oh my god, I want to fight them topics.
Kerrion asked Rel if he was going to whoop everybody's ass in the house, and he said,
I thought, oh my god, I want to fight them topics.
Rel said he wasn't, but just like with Milan, he wanted to size him up and only put hands on Dylan because William is his friend. Ladies, just in case you didn't know, let me put you on for a moment. Guys size each other up all the time. If I think I can beat you, we cool. If I can objectively say you might beat my ass, then we could be cool. But I will never stop looking for your weaknesses. If there's any doubt on who will win, we can be cool, but we probably won't be friends. Our innate need to be king shit. It never gets old. Even in this conversation, Rel feels challenged by Kerrion and Gutta steps in to defuse the situation, then does a little sly-ass touchy-feely on Kerrion before he walks away. William is putting pen to pad, maybe a plumber's manual, when Dylan rolls in. William is feeling some kind of way because Relly took some swings at him, but they were friends before. They both acknowledge that the fight scene is not their scene, and William brings up Milan standing up for Dylan. I'm going to say this. I'm really starting to feel like they're trying to make this a storyline. They're talking about being separated by their sexuality in the house, and William having a few beards in high school so he didn't get jumped. Dylan says he grew up dating girls too in fear of being harmed. They agree to let go and let God. It looked like Dylan thought he was going to go in for some dap, but William knew not of what he was attempting. Left bro with this goofy ass look on his face. Kerrion pops into the kitchen where Spike and Chester are chilling. It's a little tense, and Kerrion is pressing them a little bit, asking if they're brothers, or business partners, or roommates. Curtis chimes in that they're not brothers, but they're from the same city.
Wrong.
Moolah feels it necessary to ask Kerrion about his sexuality again, and Kerrion questions their relationship and said their secret is safe with him. Moolah and Curtis keep assuring Kerrion that they are comfortable with their own sexuality, so they just want to know how comfortable he is. Funny thing, Moolah keeps saying that he doesn't have an issue with the gay community. Bruh, your canned responses might sound good for a soundbite on your radio station, but when you're dealing with flesh and blood human beings, you just look like a homophobe that's afraid of something you don't understand and can't punk out. Moolah gets defensive and Curtis doesn't know how to take the comments. Or they just flew over his head. Curtis says that they want Kerrion to be comfortable, but comes to the realization that they are not going to get the answers that they want. Kerrion asks Moolah how old he is.
Cause your punch wasn't shit, homie.
This gets Moolah standing up straight again because he feels like his manhood is being tested. And Curtis stresses that they're going to have women up in there so they'll see how he moves. Maybe he too is delivered. Kerrion lets them know that they don't want that smoke, even if they think they do. Moolah won't let it go and Kerrion offers some info. He says that he's polyamorous and then adds that he's bisexual. I feel like he should have never told these clowns. Not because he has anything to hide, but because these dudes didn't extend him a modicum of respect. They would have been like, yo, Kenny, so is that dude's hand moving your mouth, or is he just a friend that doesn't understand spatial boundaries? And I would have been like, yo, mind your business. How do you know I'm not Quado from Total Recall, controlling every move he makes? But of course, Moolah brings up Kerrion's dad and asks if his father agrees with his lifestyle. Again, ayo. The fights are getting tiring with this crowd, but Moolah owes Kerrion a fair one just for talking reckless. Anthony visits Milan in his room, and they kiki about the vibe in the house being ghetto. Point out that the fighting does not make you a bad boy. Milan brings up his conversation with Moolah and Curtis, and that he's hoping that the message was clear and that things will smooth out. Natalie then calls them and tells the fellas to pull up. Some paparazzi, some drinking, some celebrities, and some bowling. So get the guys together, keep it cute, and don't come showing they ass to the world. These guys are sitting around the living room like somebody told them to act natural. And Milan lets them know what the plan is for the night. It's Hollywood. It's A-list, so no fighting, no drama, and you got 30 minutes to get ready. Of course, Mr. 2 Cents got to add, because he's a bad boy, he might not be good at following the rules. Everybody gets their runway moment coming down the stairs. William puts on his modesty jumpsuit. Wouldn't want to show too much skin on the first outing. Moolah and Curtis are a little too on the nose with the bad boys look. Dylan saunters down the stairs like he wants to sex you up. Relly came down dressed like a 5th grade math teacher that speaks in a fake accent. Then Kerrion looking like he's got to make that quick run to Target. So you don't mind if he borrows your keys, do you? Miss Thing Gutter came down looking like every girl I went to high school with back in the 80s. Then Anthony making it clear, even though he's got a purse, he's going to get you off on your own girl. Last is Milano Escobar. The crew loads into the bus with Big Chris holding the door. Relly checks in with Dylan to see how he feels about being a small town girl living in a lonely world, going to a big time party. Dylan says that this is making him feel powerful. Milan asks the group for their definition of a bad boy. Kerrion says it's knowing the rules to break them. Milan says that it's doing your own shit and blazing your own path. And Relly adds, you are not intimidated and don't allow others to tear you down. Moolah leads the crew in a bad boys call because, you know, what's a bad boy without its own cheer? Natalie meets the guys at the bus. She hypes them up, build that bad boy brand, and run LA. Milan says that he didn't need the pep talk because he is already living that life. These guys are on the red carpet, feeling themselves and thinking that they are stars for a minute. Inside the Corbin Bowl is full of celebrities, and we get the requisite shots of dancing, flipping the bird, and spilling drinks everywhere. Everybody starts pointing out that William is doing too much. More twerking than bowling. Then Moolah, Mr. Gay Ally himself, gets sensitive when Billy Bear gets too close and calls the man fruity. starting to think Moolah is struggling with some unexplained tinglings. He says that William is killing the vibes and stands with a scowl hoping that somebody notices.
Uh-oh, somebody's got a frowny face.
Chester comes to the rescue, giving him a pep talk and then tells him that all the honeys are inside. Look, I get it. Nobody wants to feel like somebody is breaching their personal space, but these little dudes are way too sensitive. Spike talking about what he doesn't like, and Chester saying, yeah, boss, we don't like it. I guess that's the difference between being a bad boy and a grown-ass man. They go back in, folks are chilling, and there's a scuffle. And it's the issue with the baby ragdolling his baby mama's brother that was in the news a few weeks ago. So for the next episode, back on the bus, Moolah has to confront William about him doing too much, and clearly William felt attacked. May have said too much on social media, and is looking to exit stage left. So fam, what's your thoughts? Spike and Chester doing too much, or are they justified? How far down the line before we see something pop off between Moolah and Kerrion again? Is Curtis going to duck that fade with Milan every chance he gets? Come chat with me in the comments. Otherwise, do your puppet a favor and hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, drop a like even, because, it helps push these videos out to the masses. And until next time, I appreciate you. Peace. Let's do it. Makeup. Okay. All right. Hey fam. Relly came down dressed like a 5th grade math teacher that speaks in a fake accent. Oh my God, I gotta shake it off. Okay. William is putting pen to pad, maybe a plumber's manual? Dylan. The 5 best rapper, Dylan, and Dylan.